Hi everyone. The composer Paul Hindemith loved the music of early Romantic composer Carl Maria von Weber. So when he was asked to write a ballet based upon the piano pieces of Weber, he was delighted. He set to work, showed the sketches to the choreographer Leonid Massine, who unfortunately did not like what Hindemith had done. He had been hoping that Hindemith would simply make a little arrangement of the piano music for orchestra. Instead, Paul Hindemith made a Metamorphosis. He took that early Romantic voice of von Weber and he blended it with his own 20th century style into something completely different. It didn't work for the ballet, so they parted ways. But Paul Hindemith loved that music so much that he decided to make it into a concert piece, and it became one of the greatest showpieces ever written for orchestra, his Symphonic Metamorphosis. It was premiered in 1944 by the New York Philharmonic. It was a great success and has remained his most beloved piece since then. The piece is really a concerto for orchestra, and that you hear solos from all over the orchestra, even sections playing solos, including the percussion section. And there is a beautiful soloistic garland for flute in the third movement played by Christine Davis. We in Buffalo have a special relationship with Paul Hindemith. The great philanthropist and musician Cameron Baird brought Paul Hindemith to Buffalo in 1940 to spend a year teaching at University of Buffalo. Composer Jennifer HIGDON is one of our country's most important and vital voices. She was born in Atlanta, grew up in Tennessee, and learned early in her life the beauty of marching bands and bluegrass music. And you'll hear those two influences in this concerto for three, because it was written for the amazing group Time for Three. Nick Kendall, Charles Yang, and Ranaan Meyer, three virtuosos who have their own blend of improvisation and bluegrass and classical. Absolutely fabulous. The piece is in three movements, but it has an improvised cadenza between the first and second movement. And it's all about the rivers in the Smoky Mountains where Jen grew up. We had so much fun working with Time for Three, and it is always a great pleasure and a great privilege to perform the music of Jennifer HIGDON. A very dramatic end to our concert tonight. Tchaikovsky's tale of love and death, inspired by a part of Dante's Inferno. The story is this, that Dante is wandering in the woods, becomes disoriented, slides down a very steep hill, and finds himself unexpectedly in hell. He is terrified, which you can hear in the music, but he sees Virgil, his idol from centuries past, come to save him. And Virgil offers to help him find his way through this terrible place. He leads Dante to a whirlwind, and Dante sees all of these poor people being buffeted and tossed about ceaselessly in this strong wind. And two of the youngest people are holding each other and won't let go in this terrible gale. He has to speak to them. Virgil quiets the winds, and Francesca and Paolo come to talk to Dante, and Paolo sobs. Francesca tells her story in the voice of the clarinet, beautifully played by Will Amsel. She talks about how they were in love with each other and scheduled to be married, and at the actual wedding, she is stolen from Paolo by his evil older brother, Giovanni Malatesta, and forced to live as his wife. Of course, Paolo and Francesca are still in love, and the inevitable happens. Giovanni comes home unexpectedly and sees them embracing, and he kills them both. A terrifying ending to this story, but a kind of music that is so filled with pathos, power, and drama. A beautiful piece by Tchaikovsky to end the program.